I was just talking to Eduardo. He said I'm loco. And we had a discussion over the fact that, I could get killed taking pictures like this. But generally, I think it's worth it to gain a little ear from somebody. But you explain it to them. And I'm a boat. I used to live in a boatyard. You explain it to them why you do it. It's not to exploit them. It's to give the respect to them. You want to know what the worst place in the world to be if you own a boat? It's called on the hill. Some people get stuck and never get back in the water once they get on the hill. And I really desire that boat right here you're fixing on seeing. There's several boats that make me drool here, I gotta tell you. There's one right there behind there. That looks like old Bertram. I don't know what it is. Is it a Bertram? Doesn't matter. I don't like it for any other reason than it looks rustic and it looks like we can do some fishing. But look at this. That's a mothership there. I don't know about that shallow bottom thing. Looks like a riverboat. Now, this guy's got a fairly large craft. I think every day about cashing in. I'm going to talk to my wife about it. I really don't want to trash my house, but I'll sell that lot next to my house for $200,000. I seen some boats that just sold for $3,000 the other day ago that was seaworthy. I wonder. Maybe I go by that broker's and see how much that why not. Now Mike Hinton's got a boat. It's a cat. Call it Why Not. I wonder if that's it. I was going to go with him to Columbia on it. And for you smart asses, not on business of that nature. And I like the cut of this vessel too, by the way. Got a nice bottom on it too. The Mars from Cherbourg. Didn't say that's Panamanian flag. I think flying from British flag, I think. I was talking to people here. A lot of people say international is the way to go. It absolutely is. But I'm going to tell you now. I don't like the color on that boat. Them old Chinese solar panels, quite frankly, will last for 10 years before you need a new one. I don't know what kind of boat this is. Let's do this. There's the restaurant. I don't know if you can see it. The back of it. In fact, I think I'll turn around and show you what I'm thinking about that. That's sort of cool. That is a racing boat. Or a world sailor, more than likely, because the racing boat don't got no motor on it, that's for sure. But I bet he can clip out some time. Oh, that's a serious craft for the world. That's a world boat there or whatever. I wouldn't know if that's the actual right terminology. And I could use this boat. That reminds me of the Dare, a little shorter treasure boat. We remember when they built it out. There's an LCM. I'd like to have that just for romantic purposes. And I don't mean that kind of romantic. Well, see, I'm hoping to be able to be on the hill here. Or somewhere over here. The hill's a long way. I like to avoid walking, but maybe that's what I need to do. I think I'm going to start working out. Ooh, boat chicks. Real skinny and scrawny. The Mariana. I like the name of that boat. Oh, maybe that's the spot. Oh, look at that. Getting that loaded for something. Sweet. Think how old that boat is. Look how good condition. Technical yacht service. This is Linton Bay Marina. Maybe that could be my house when I get down here. Jeez, Lord, it hangs. Yeah, there was years I was a boat bum. Next time I become a boat bum, I'll be a better boat bum. See that travel lift? Oh, that would be nice there. That's the biggest travel lift on the east coast of the Americas outside the United States. Gee, look at these blowboat girls. They need to go find some food somewhere. A few hundred carbs on them wouldn't matter, would it? Okay. My mind is racing about this. Big crow's nest out there. Let's see if I can get that over there. It's honking at me. That's it, guys. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to be having some food. I've already got 3 or 4 totally inspired here on location food items to go on the menu. That's just 3 or 4 I can think of at the top of my head. I mean, we've done a lot of things here. I'm going to have some Jody pork chops. I'll explain that later to Jody first. I'll think of a better name. I don't flow good enough. You know, Jody's a grating name. Ha ha. Anyways, we failed one day because we did not go with low heat. What happened was some people just can't seem to put enough freaking charcoal on the fire, and you can't cook a pork chop. Now, we did cook them, and by the time they were done, they were dried out. They weren't done. They were never done, but they were dried out by the time they got close to being done due to lack of fire. You develop a better flavor for many different reasons. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to teach you how to cook here on the air just now. Maybe on another day. I have other videos for that. And we've already talked to several fruit vendors up and down the highway. We met one right here. And buen dia. And I'm very excited. We're going to have clams, and we're going to reproduce the Napoli type clams. Well, to some extent. I might not reproduce anything, but I'll get close in Mr. Raymond's mind, which will make it better. Joe Smith said, people say my food sucks. You know what? When you're making 1,000 empanadas, there have been some storage difficulties. My biggest problem is when I try to put on a whole lot of stuff so people have a lot of stuff to eat just to grub out, you know, and I just think about it too much, and I have messed up a couple things by trying to get it better. So I've learned my lesson, and nowadays, if Joe Smith can come on down and do 1,000 empanadas and 10 gallons of ceviche in the amount of time, places, and inconveniences off premises that I do, I will kiss his ass dead center in front of everybody in the canal zone at the reunion. Okay, and he did that just to be a cheap stab. Didn't mean to bring Joe up, but he deserved that. I never want to belittle anybody or nothing. Trust me, you don't want to fall foul of me and get me to where I'm coming back at you. That's for damn sure. I'm not a nice guy when pushed. But when I'm regular, you can have the shirt I'm wearing right now and the money in the pocket if that's what you really need. I paid for somebody's medicine yesterday. This lady. Bought some kids some stuff. They didn't ask. See, when they ask, that takes the fun out of it for me. Okay. This is my imagination here. See this big old wall? Look how tall this is. That's what I call, well, an easel. It's an empty whatever. It's an empty canvas. That's the word. I see tall bushes on either side with lights coming down on pastel colors, probably with moonlight and some surf action, and in the middle of it all, in big black letters, Tropic Bar and Restaurant. What if we put a name in front of that? It's just like, not Bill Gray, but Bill Gray's Tropic Bar. But maybe we put somebody's name in there. But now I'm not so conceited. I'm suggesting my own.